Planet Coaster 2 is a reality. The game has just been revealed by Frontier, and with it come 10 amazing new features that will revolutionize the way we build our parks. Number 1. Water Parks. One of the most anticipated features that we've been expecting for the next Planet game is becoming a reality. Water parks are a massive part of Planet Coaster 2, bringing back nostalgic memories from the Roller Coaster Tycoon free-soaked expansion days. With such a massive addition come many little things like new pool-related shops, changing rooms, pools, lazy rivers, and of course, several types of water slides. I genuinely cannot wait to experiment with these once the game is out, because I've been longing to create a well-themed water park for a long time, so you might want to subscribe if you want to see a water park series on the channel. Number 2. The Foundations of Planet Coaster. Planet Coaster 2 being a sequel to the 2016 game Planet Coaster, it's very reassuring that the game seems to be essentially what we all know and love, but with improvements and ideas that Frontier have developed over 8 years of experience. We can already see some flat rides that are returning, like the 360 Power or the Teacups, shop brands like Gulpy or Chief Beef, coaster types, and the same building mechanics that made Planet Coaster such a groundbreaking game in the first place. Some of these old assets will also be reimagined to make them go along with the new features of this new game. Strong foundations are definitely required when you want to innovate further, but what about the things that didn't work very well, like pathing, for example? Number 3. Pathing Rework. Some sources are reporting that the pathing system has had a rework, a change that is most welcome given the struggle that some people are experiencing with it in Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo. We haven't seen it in action yet, and I hope that we will at some point, because I don't really understand how they can improve it at this point, but I remain optimistic about the new system regardless. One thing's for sure, the pathing does look more organic in the trailer, I'll give them that. Number 4. Dynamic Weather. First introduced in Planet Zoo, it looks like dynamic weather is making a return in Planet Coaster 2. As you can see in Planet Zoo, you have very smooth transitions between sunny, rainy, and snowy, and something that people might not know is that there's also a thermometer measuring the temperature according to the weather and the regions the zoos are set in. All of the above has an impact on gameplay and the guests, and I'm really interested to see how this impacts Planet Coaster 2 in a similar way. I can imagine guests not wanting to ride outdoors attractions or not going to water parks while it's raining, for example, pushing the players to come up with creative solutions for these new challenges. Number 5. New themes. Of course, having rides in a park is all well and good, but a base ride doesn't really look interesting, does it? We need theming to dress it all up. Thankfully, Frontier's got us covered with 2 new themes that fit right in with the new aquatic focus of the game: tropical and nautical. Tropical is your sort of Hawaiian, tiki and surf theming, and nautical is anything underwater like deep water rocks, coral reefs, and submarine expeditions. They are themes that I've always wanted to try but never did in Planet Coaster because everything needed to be extremely custom for them, so having official pieces is going to make forays into these territories far easier. Number 6. New shops and rides. Now I'm gonna be honest, we don't have a lot of information when it comes to new shops or rides, so I had to carefully inspect the trailer and the official poster. We know that the B&M Surf Coaster from SeaWorld Orlando is coming to the game, which is extremely exciting. That means Frontier is keeping a close eye on the amusement rides industry and its latest innovations, which is very encouraging for what we could see in the game or its upcoming DLCs. I could also see a new brand of shop called Viva la Vegan. Maybe guests will have different diets that we'll have to cater to now. We can also spot a truck shop, but I'm not sure how that works yet without the context, so we'll have to check these out in the future. There are a few new flat rides as well, but none of that is really interesting, is it? Number 7. Customizable Rides. Well, what I just said about flat rides has been proven wrong. Any flat ride, any coaster train, and dare I hope any track ride vehicle will now be fully customizable with theming pieces. You can now make them look exactly the way you like regardless of your theme, bringing customization even further than ever before in the franchise. Just imagining the possibilities of that is so exciting, both for recreation of existing rides and original creations. In fact, we can see some examples in the trailer, like the custom 360 power and the custom teacups. I'm sure there will also be blueprints ready for people who don't want to bother creating their own custom rides, so don't worry, everyone will be able to have fun with this feature. Outstanding move, Frontier. But Yan, how will we be able to do custom trains? Most of the pieces are way too big. Number 8. Scalable Scenery. They've done it! We can now make pieces smaller or bigger than they originally are in this game. Now, I don't know if you can make something as small as a micron or as big as the sun, but I assume that there must be some set of rules regarding the system in order not to make it go out of hand. Regardless, this is mind-blowing news. Truly, when I first heard about that, my jaw was on the floor. Frontier must have put some incredible amount of work to make this feature a reality, and it's not even the last innovation that we have to talk about today. Number 9. Asynchronous Multiplayer. With all these new features, one project will be a massive task. That's why you might want to have some friends tag along to help you build your park. With the Asynchronous Multiplayer feature, this becomes a reality. Collabs will now be much simpler than they were in the older games, and trust me, I've helmed the collab for the past few months, and the logistics of doing this project without Asynchronous Multiplayer was challenging, to say the least. You might want to subscribe to see how this one turned out, by the way. Number 10. Cross-platform. On top of everything I've just said, we have one last feature to rule them all. Frontier have taken down the last barrier that was blocking console players from playing with PC players. From now on, we will all be able to visit one another's creations regardless of our platform. This must not have been easy to introduce cross-platform interactions, so I would like to personally thank the teams at Frontier for this godsend of a feature. Some of my friends play on Xbox or PC, and now we can all have fun together thanks to their new game. We are now one united community, and it means the future of the Planet franchise is brighter than ever. So tell me, are you excited yet? Planet Coaster 2 is coming out this fall on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, and it brings with it some absolutely insane features that will make this game the most exciting of the franchise. Of course, some concerns do come to mind, mainly regarding console performances and potential bugs related to the new features, but we can only applaud the ambition of Frontier. What are your thoughts on these 10 new features coming to the game? Is there anything I've missed? Let me know in the comments and make sure to subscribe, as I will relay every new piece of information about Planet Coaster 2. This has been Yan, and I'll see you in the next Planet Coaster 2 video!